Got married on May 26th of 2001. We had a fun marriage. I mean, he was just a lovable guy. We had our first child, Abby, and she was born December 2nd of 2005, and she was just the light of our lives. But shortly after she was born, he was in intense pain one night, and we found he had a slipped disc. Decided that a fusion was going to be necessary to fuse the space between his vertebrae in his back. So by this time, I was pregnant again with my son, Jack, who was born July 25th of 2008. The surgery was right after Jack was born. We've got an infant that we're caring for, and now he's just had a major surgery, and I'm trying to care for him. And it was a little bit crazy. Unfortunately, he had a really tough recovery. It was February 6th, 2009. He had been asleep when I left for work. He had a doctor's appointment that day. Got a call about 2 o'clock in the afternoon from his dad. He was going to pick him up to take him to the appointment, saying, he's not answering the phone. He probably overslept. Again, nothing that unusual. So I told my boss, hey, I got to step out, I'll be right back. So left work, headed home. And the thought popped in my head, like, what if something's wrong? I pull in the driveway, and just something kind of told me to hurry. I went up, unlocked the door, go in, I'm calling his name, not answering. He's not in the living room. I go into our bedroom and open the door, and I can see he's laying in bed, calling his name again. And that's when I could tell he'd passed away. I think when you get married, you don't think that your marriage is going to be temporary. You expect until death do us part to mean when we're 90, not when we're 30 years old. But that feeling of hopelessness in that moment, I don't know what to do from here, that everything just goes through your mind so fast. I'm a single mom. I have an infant who's 7 months old. I've got a 3-year-old daughter. How am I going to do this on my own? How am I going to explain to a 3-year-old that her daddy's gone, he's not coming back? My 7-month-old, that would never remember him. I mean, it was just heartbreaking. I struggled to survive, learning that alcohol was not going to solve my problem. Sleeping pills were not going to solve my problem. Trying to ignore it was not going to solve my problem. It was working through it, trusting in God, and knowing that He's got me. I lost my husband, I lost my best friend, but God was there, God was faithful, and my life is not over. Pain demands to be felt, and we can't escape it. We can only lean on the one who can give us that strength to deal with it. And that is what ultimately got me through. We go to his grave every year for Father's Day, and they visit with him. I see him in them every day. My son looks like him, acts like him, has some of his artistic abilities. My daughter has that goofiness that he had, and I love it. I have an amazing family. I have an amazing support system. I have friends. I'm so thankful to have his parents in my life today. They have been there for me. They are my second parents. We have the promise of eternal life. That reassurance, knowing that I've given my life to Christ, Brian had given his life to Christ, and we'll be reunited. We'll be able to high five in heaven one day. And I'm so excited for that.